Hello, friends. It's us. We're here. It's SciFiAIguy Plays. It's me. It's Justin.
Hello.
And today we will be playing Braid, which is a very interesting game that we have some... These are all misordered. Damn it. Okay, cool. That's now slightly better. Yeah, Braid is a very interesting game that we would like to have a bit of a chat about. But before we get into the minutiae of what we're playing, how are you?
I am well. I've had a very, very nice day because I slept adequately.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
That's the trick, chat.
Yeah. And it was sunny. It was lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I don't have a pocket on my shirt, so I couldn't wear sunglasses here. So I suppose that is a...
yeah.
That is a bit of a failing. But apart from that, I think that's the only...
Yeah, there are things...
criticism of today.
I'm the same with whether it's appropriate. Like, if I can get away with not having a backpack with me,
right? Yeah.
Then I will sometimes find myself going out into the sun because I want to be able to put my sunnies somewhere safe. They're not the nicest sunnies, but they cost like $50 or something, and I like them, and they've got actual UV protection. They're not just I didn't buy them from some Yahoo in a service station. Actually, we went to the proper place, got nice sunnies. And I want to keep them because for a long time in my youth, I would just sit on or break every pair of sun. I would have to buy like a pair every 6 months.
Sorry, my hair is increasingly sticking out. It's really, I don't know what's going on. But, I'm glad I have a good pair of sunglasses, which I stole from my brother. How are you?
Nice. I am tired. I've got a lot going on, as I mentioned before we started the stream, but didn't go into. I'm doing a little seminar this Friday. So just a little thing at uni for kicks, kind of, which is stressing me out. But that's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just tired and hands not doing too well. So Justin,
I will be the hands.
Will be piloting tonight, which I'm very thankful for. So
should be good.
Let's talk about Braid. So Braid came out some years ago. I actually would be surprised if it wasn't like 9 years ago. In that. Next year, 2021, is the Braid remaster.
I looked this up earlier.
Okay,
and
is it
I
later?
thought it was 2007.
Oh wow! Well, there we go. Yeah.
The Witness 2014.
Wait, 2009 wouldn't even make sense because then it would have been 2019 for a. It doesn't matter. They're remastering it next year.
It's an antiquated game. It's an old relic,
ancient
of the genre.
Yeah. And it made quite the splash. And it's auteur creator, a self-funded 3-year project, Jonathan Blow. Using the amazing artwork, or working in conjunction with the amazing artist, David Hellman? Is it Hellman? I know it's Hell something. Hell Dude.
I'm also sneakily looking at my phone.
It's the Hell Dude. David Hellman, yeah. I loved David Hellman's webcomics. I used to read that alongside Dinosaur Comics and the like. It was all in Nedroid. Also, they're all part of the same community. And I originally thought David Hellman made this game. I was very wrong.
Because of the animation. Yeah, 2008, sorry. We both did phone checking at the same time, which is
So it's an older game.
Gratification.
And Jonathan Blow made this game as a commentary on the games industry and games industry practices. Not the industry, but perhaps like what is put into games, right? It is a commentary on video games itself. It plays with time in a way that's what I remember. I remember really cool time puzzles. I remember amazing art. I remember... it being a bit of a thinker in terms of what the ending might mean, which I just really appreciated. I thought that was, a novel take on what a game can do, which is kind of his whole... Well, that's part of his whole shtick. The guy's got a few shticks, shall we say. And anyway, Jonathan Blow this game made him a millionaire. He then took those millions and poured that plus more money into The Witness, which took him like 7 years.
Yeah.
And then that has been critically acclaimed as well. And presumably from that, this is going to turn into some other project way on down the road. As I said, auteur creator. He has a vision. He constructs and follows that vision, does a lot of research, does a lot of work, and creates a thing. And based on this and possibly other factors, he is quite a popular man. There is a I wouldn't say a mythos around Jonathan Blow, but he is...
I wasn't familiar with there being a mythos.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
But
so...
I did look at his Wikipedia page before, and it looks very crafted, and like curated. So maybe that does have something to do with that.
Yeah. I mean, when I say he's got a following, it's like saying to people who don't know about metal that Meshuggah is a big deal. Yeah. Outside of metal, it's like, well, what the fuck is...
Yeah, okay.
Well, within a certain sphere, he is a big deal. And part of that is because he is a very smart man.
Well, the games he's made are, like, genuinely very, very impressive. Like, I haven't played this.
Yeah.
I've played like 2 levels of this.
Yeah.
But I've played a huge chunk of The Witness.
Yeah.
And really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Very cool game. But we're working our way to a different point.
Yeah,
which is not just, it's lovely.
No, exactly. And I'll talk a bit more about auteurs as we play, because I actually did some research into what an auteur is and what that means in my masters, which was some time ago, and I possibly should have brushed up before this, but anyway.
Nah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You're right. My masters was trash. Hot trash.
That was not what I said.
No, that's what I said.
That's the noise I made.
Anywho, Jonathan Blow has expressed some pretty bad politics.
He has.
He has tweeted repeatedly. So the tweets that I looked at were
He has tweeted repeatedly. Just end it there.
yeah, he's done. We put him in the bin.
It's not a good idea in general for a person.
Yeah, he 2017 I think was the latest bout, and I think there was also talk of a previous bout in 2014, if I recall. Basically, to sum up his views, because I don't really want to just express his views for the entirety of this stream. He is of the opinion, or was of the opinion in 2017. I've seen no recanting or apology from him. So 2017, Jonathan Blow tweeted that women are biologically uninterested in STEM.
Biologically uninterested is the phrase.
Yeah, and that's fucking bullshit. That's Justin here, who is the editor of a
Hello. I hate this idea.
Yeah.
I have kind of I'm quite passionate about this area because I really want to create intersectional spaces to talk about science. I think that's really important. There are while there aren't multiple truths or anything like this, there are multiple paths to truth, and science has done a really good job of shutting those down from lots of different angles in the past. And one of those things is women have historically had very limited pathways to STEM, and even to this day face huge barriers in STEM fields, which I plan to just continually rant about. We can play the game and I'll just continue talking for 2 hours.
Because that's the important thing we should be declaring on this. Not Jonathan Blow's crappy views, but the actual truths that have been discovered in this era. So as opposed to the thing... And he didn't... this is a very smart man who said all this stuff on Twitter, quoted no sources. Quoted zero sources.
He posted a series of 5 tweets that I saw, and the first one is, in my experience... women are biologically uninterested, which is how can... Anyway, it's like this is a thing the left can't reckon with, and then he got called out, and then he said, this is why this kind of criticism of outside thoughts is the same thing that the left blah blah blah. It's exactly the way you would imagine it to go. But there's huge numbers of barriers, and I gave a presentation the week before last. Time is a very confusing thing. So I'm looking forward to the time soup of this game. But yeah, I gave a presentation.
Sorry, good round boy. In my experience, rooting around in the organs of the women I've killed. Yeah, I mean, when you talk about your lived experience of somebody else's biology, you kind of end up looking like a bit of a...
It's
not good.
It's not ideal. But I literally, in the course of my science communication degree, had, gave a... in-class presentation, in a group we gave a 45-minute presentation on gender diversity in STEM, read very thoroughly, and so I can just recant huge chunks of information if we need.
I'm on board with that.
But the short of it is, it's a lot of things, and it's not disinterest. It's really not. Women want to be involved in STEM broadly, and a lot of the reasons that, especially younger girls are discouraged from being in STEM is because of parental attitudes, gender norms in society, which are just so nefarious and shitty. let's actually play a game.
Let's do that.
But I will drop some facts
please
at any individual point where you would like me to. Maybe before the break. Maybe wherever you would like me to.
Well, if we end up in a swapper-like situation where we have to sit and scratch our chins a bit, where we're sort of stuck on a puzzle, maybe we cleanse our brains with some facts.
Sure.
With some things that are actually investigated possibilities as opposed to weirdly held beliefs.
Yeah.
I'll
just recite like trivia.
Oh, please.
Because that good round boy, why does Justin sound like he's threatening us with useful information? Very much my attitude to information. Like it's a very QI approach to information delivery. Just very threatening. There will be a test.
Yeah.
I'm going to crack open some.
Oh Foley. Yeah, do that Foley. If my mic cable. Oh no, let's just
go for it. How was that?
That was good.
How was that? I think I'm strongly pitching that the emoji we get is a Foley thing. I know it's mine.
Ooh, yeah.
I know it's my thing and not the whole thing. But
look,
how are we for audio? Am I trapping you?
No. I'm putting this over. I'm worried about it brushing up against your hands, so I'm trying to loop it over the laptop. Elite streamers here with a laptop. Oh, do I have Blue Tack nearby? I do. Hell yeah.
Oh, I would absolutely love to braid my hair on stream. Holy hell. I can't braid, but I would love to.
You're about to
braid. It's like that's the game. So let's play a game. I'm gonna go over to this.
Go to start a new game because I can't remember if there's an opening animation.
Well, first I'm gonna need to get over to that screen.
Oh, sorry. This is keyboard at the moment. You are on the screen. So right now it's keyboard control. So,
got you. I'm assuming we're starting a new game.
Yeah, hit that and we'll see what happens because I think there might be a starting animation.
I'm not getting game audio. Should we be getting game audio?
Yeah, I put it low. Go to options. Let's test it out because I had it low, but maybe it's gone. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Okay, so we do have audio.
And then go down to music.
Okay.
So this is the mix of sound effect and music.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is okay for us. If it's too low in chat, do let us know. But this is fine for us, I think. Because if need be, we can amp it here and then lower it for ourselves.
When you press F1, go to the confirmation screen.
If you just press escape, it does it.
Okay.
It saves it.
Okay.
Because it did before.
It's just a very confusing...
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm sorry, it's an auteur. It's a commentary on gaming.
Interesting. So you're saying it's poorly designed.
No, I love Braid. I don't know. I've never played. I've played 2 levels.
You've played 2 levels.
I keep saying I've never played and then having to correct myself.
Yeah.
We have good noise so far. That is
great.
Excellent.
All right, let's do it.
Start a new game.
Yes, Erase All Progress.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you make any progress?
Years ago, but then I deleted it already.
Okay, use the arrow keys to move. I'm using WASD just because I'm
this
a rebel.
Appears to be a burning city.
It does. It sure does. And then some constellations.
Yeah, it's good music. But I'm a sucker for strings.
Do I want the menu?
Well, we know the menu. We went to it to do options, I believe. If it's there.
Here we have Australian journalist Jonathan Swan.
Yeah,
World 2.
Honestly,
we missed World 1.
I mean, we started the game. This is called Time and Forgiveness.
Now, this is going to be pretty... I imagine, like, all of these books have text and stuff, don't we? So we should...
We're going to be reading stuff
Should you narrate?
I'm okay. Given that you're the one piloting, I'm okay to narrate. You know what? Just out of paranoia, let's back up. I mean, I'm pretty sure what they're doing here is giving us World 2 first on purpose.
Yeah, I believe that's the point.
Oh, you know what? That's a cool... if this is about something that's gone wrong in the past, maybe we do World 1 later. Yeah, I finished this game, but so many years ago. Like, about 2010, 2011?
I think World 2 makes sense as the start.
Yeah, so 2, Time and Forgiveness. Tim is off on a search to rescue the princess. She has been snatched by a horrible and evil monster. This happened because Tim made a mistake. Not just one. He made many mistakes during the time they spent together all those years ago. Memories of their relationship have become muddled, replaced wholesale, but one remains clear. The princess turning sharply away, her braid lashing at him with contempt.
Roll credits.
They did it. They said it.
They said braid.
Yep. He knows she tried to be forgiving, but who can just shrug away a guilty lie, a stab in the back? Such a mistake will change a relationship irreversibly, even if we have learned from the mistake and would never repeat it. The princess's eyes grew narrower. She became more distant. Our world, with its rules of causality, has trained us to be miserly with forgiveness. Miserly?
Miserly.
Miserly, yeah. By forgiving too readily, we can be badly hurt. But if we've learned from a mistake and become better for it, shouldn't we be rewarded for the learning rather than punished for the mistake?
Good round boy already having feelings about the creator's feelings about
I know, yeah.
Yeah. Reading this in that context is rough, but we will let it be.
What if our world worked differently? Suppose we could tell her, I didn't mean what I just said, and she would say, it's okay, I understand. And she would not turn away, and life would really proceed as though we had never said that thing. We could remove the damage, but still be wiser for the experience. That sounds terrifyingly... The ramifications of that sound awful. Tim and the princess lounge in the castle garden, laughing together, giving names to the colourful birds. Their mistakes are hidden from each other, tucked away between the folds of time. Safe.
Three easy pieces. I'm going to come over here and use my right hand until I have to... I've been doing that with my left hand while I drink.
Of course.
Drink things.
Just the art.
See, I'm supposed to have an... Oh, up is look up. It said use the arrow keys to move, but I can't actually use the up or down keys to move. Those are looking.
Yep.
So in fact, I just use left and right.
So this is your fairly standard platforming fare.
Intriguing.
We've played a few platformers on this channel now, and you're still bad at them. There's no clip button here. The app.
Is that
the
that
app,
dead?
Miriam?
That's just a flower. I thought it might be a spike trap. I thought I might be able to make us die in the first level.
Yep. I mean, you could look down on it wistfully. It's within your power to look down. Now, I'm presuming this is a platformer without fall damage because old school platformers gave no fucks.
How?
Just from the very top.
I can climb right there. Okay.
Was it possible to jump from the... Was that what you were doing?
I jumped from, like, literally very, very slightly below that. Yeah.
So...
Oh, I can't drop with... That's okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be push an object? No, it's just going to be jump over.
This is the interesting thing about... We're already uncovering things that we've seen in other games and are used to in platformers that we don't have here. And that's fine. Like, this is not about, the right and wrong mechanics in a platformer.
That looks like a butt. I'm just going to say it does look like a butt. I feel like the very first object I pick up in this game is a butt.
Is a booty. But yeah, like, fall damage, I'm pretty sure isn't a thing. When you're standing on a platform, pressing down doesn't allow you to drop through it.
It's very, slidey when you land.
Oh, okay. Murder!
Yeah. Oh, well that was a bit crap. I think I was supposed to land over on this side. Oh, I see the cannon fires dudes.
So it replaces them. It's a dude generator.
See, I'm gonna have to get better at timing these jumps.
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Oh, okay. The momentum is not very... That's okay.
It's alright. The foe cannon will generate new people for you to destroy. Moment to moment, as required. Oh shit. Oh no. Too good.
It's fine, Master of Cannon.
Too good at games.
Master of the Cannon.
Okay. Yep. See, already as experience... Oh!
See, the timing is just... Oh, hello.
There we go.
I can travel back in time, guys.
I think shift... Can shift undo anything that you do?
Oh, interesting.
Give it a try. Yes. Hell yes. Okay. So, did you ever play Prince of Persia?
I did not play Prince of Persia.
I played not all of it, a big chunk, and not because I didn't want to play all of it. It had a lot to do with me playing it on a sick couple days. and then not finishing it in that time, and then going back to my job where I worked very long hours. But yeah, Prince of Persia is like the game for reversing time in terms of action platform, which came out before, way before this. Yeah, they had several out before this came out, I think. So this is not the first platforming game to deal with time. I mean, Prince of Persia is a 3D platformer, whatever that means, whatever that adds to the...
Yeah.
But that was not a puzzle game. It had puzzles in it.
Yeah.
Right? But you would not call it a puzzle game first, I think. Okay, so notably these doors, you walk past it with the key.
Yeah.
And that's enough. Oh, that's so pretty.
No.
Oh, it's alright, shift.
I thought I might be able to jump from platform to platform, but I just have to wait with this fantastic sun getting close. It's almost Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Van Gogh.
Oh, yeah. No, I've never said that name correct in my life, and I probably never will.
So these ones I can jump between.
Aha! Oh.
Hello. And now
a mouse appears.
So, shift rotate them? No, spacebar's rotate them. Cool. So, that goes that there. No,
because that's an edge. Well, I mean, that's corner piece.
Oh, I was just going by the shape.
They rotate. They rotate.
That one's there. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe on it.
Yeah.
Sick.
So
that might. Oh. What in the world? Okay, so I think this is.
I reckon that one's there.
Yeah.
So I reckon we're looking at that maybe.
That seems plausible to me.
Or like that, and then.
Yeah. Oh, somewhere. Seen like that. Does that not look like a belt and then an arm and
a butt?
Yeah.
Importantly, a butt.
A buet.
Cool. So that'll be...
no, because we've got edge there and edge there. It has to be rotated another 90-degree turn.
Oh, you're quite right.
That's right.
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
So we've got to somehow get over to that side there.
Got to go back.
And we've also got to get something above the door, which is interesting.
Yeah, I wonder, is the door an object we can land on?
Oh, the door itself?
Yeah. Is that a platform?
Doesn't look like it.
No. Okay. Huh. Oh, are we going to have to lure a foe down?
I think we're going to have to do some time reversal, because look at these up here, the clouds in the top right. They've completely stopped moving. I reckon there's the clouds must be across the top from the start.
Oh, so from the start
of
the level
now
we
run
have
out.
to... Oh, interesting. Wait. Wow, okay, yeah.
What I'm curious about is whether we have to get all of the puzzle pieces in one playthrough, or if once we've got them, we've basically saved the ones we've found, and then we can come back to the level.
So the way that it talks about restarting the game, my assumption is based on that you're probably right. Because it was talking about, would you like to erase your progress and you'll lose all the puzzle pieces you got. That was important. Yeah, we can't get across there at all.
There's no way. I mean,
there's nothing we can do.
I'm going to try doing a little bit of, momentum with this guy, but I don't imagine that I can do anything.
Yeah.
No, that's just not going to be anywhere near.
Alright, well, let's leave through this door.
It feels like there needs to be something in the actual painting. That's okay.
Yeah, I reckon what you might be right about the clouds across the top. Yeah, we just play through, we don't have to get all the puzzle pieces to complete a level.
Oh, hunt. So we just have to...
I'll have to get X. Oh, and that door up there won't open unless we've killed X.
Gotcha.
So, the hair is different, but I'm trying to figure out the possibility of these little foes being like a grumpy version of Tim's face.
Interesting.
I don't know that's... I think it's a bit of a stretch because... No, the nose is quite different as well. Alright, never mind.
Yeah, I don't think that's...
I'm just looking for that... Oh, yep.
Yeah, I've actually got a...
Oh, that's a... Yeah, that's a...
Let's just travel backwards for a little while.
Spicy meatball. Yeah.
Can I add in things when I'm reversing? I wonder. Anyway.
Oh.
Correct.
If you haven't already, everybody in chat, I again recommend the art and comics of David Hellman.
Get stuffed.
I don't know his views on Twitter. Yeah, I don't. That's it. If it turns out he sucks a bit on Twitter, or sucks a lot on Twitter, I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. And I'll be sorry as well for myself, because I really like David Hellman.
I get that this is a game about timing, and I'm still annoyed. I feel like I should...
Oh, are you trying to use that one to get across?
I'm trying to use this one... Oh, hang on. I'm trying to use this one to land on the one down the bottom and get across.
The double jump?
Because the double jump gives you slightly more momentum, but I don't actually know if the timing works.
Yeah.
Gets tough.
I mean, why don't you try the single before you try the double? Because you can always just undo and... Oh, never mind,
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
I did that
Oh, because you hit... You bounced.
Nope. Okay, so I'm going to need to jump. This is quite sensitive. And I probably should just go to the next room rather than doing this puzzle for hours.
Just the soundtrack.
Yeah. Unless I can just do it... Oh, I can just do it like that. That was foolish.
That's alright.
Oh, well then I need to get the one over on the left before I do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I need to be up the top.
Of course,
to actually open
yeah.
This is rubbish. This game sucks. No wonder he's... No wonder he's a terrible misogynist.
Oh dear.
Makes bad games.
And this is one of the
reviled.
This is one of the I guess sort of costs of having an auteur is when someone goes this hard on something and a mythos is built around the person and their work, they become even more inseparable, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, and I think this is really a case for ethics in game journalism. Because he seems like a real...
Oh, I don't even... I'm trying to imagine his Twitter feed around that time, and it's making me ill.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, they're jumping to it now.
See, I think that's something where reversing time is going to be important. Like, I'm literally going to have to run straight there and get it.
I don't think you can, though. Did you dawdle?
Yeah, I dawdled at the start, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to get everything on the first pass, so...
It's gonna make another one. Aha.
Oh, interesting. So that's fine.
We're gonna need to time this so that we get one on here, I think.
We are.
And I think you've possibly... Oh, they bounce! They bounce. Okay.
Right.
I also like that the controls of this are simple enough that, you know, when I feel well enough to play this, I will just be able to play this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. How am I going to do
I won't need to learn any weird control schemes.
You'll just need to have regrets.
Crafty saying it's like yelling at David Cage Variety Hour. Yeah, David Cage is another example of an auteur figure. And... yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of game lag, and it's just... I know I'm blaming my instrument, but...
Yeah. Oh no, look, I've done it plenty. It's it is your right as a gamer to be nice to people. Oh, that chomp noise. What was I going to say about auteurs? Yeah, so there are a lot of instances where someone...
I'll get stuffed.
Oh, get shit upon. You're alive.
What? Oh, that was all up.
Oh. It's alright, another one will come down here.
Oh, I've got to get it by doing that jump right, but landing on it right at the bottom.
I mean, you need to jump off it here to get to that piece, and then one of the yeah.
No, okay.
Chomp.
Man, I just don't think I'm getting this one.
Oof.
Yeah, I think there need to be 2 down here for me to do that. Oh well.
Or you just fall differently, actually. I think you just drop.
Yeah, okay. Do you want me to try it?
I think give it a go, yeah. I mean, I can't remember if we need all the puzzle pieces to actually finish the game. So here I was talking about how I don't think Braid is about us going back and hunting through levels for bullshit. And here I am, you know...
being wrong.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
On the internet.
Online! Ah. That is... Yeah! Skater boy. See you later, boy.
This is the swapper routine of I do something cool and then immediately undermine it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's there?
That's just a save point because there's a dude that's about to come down.
Oh, of course. Yep.
So I reckon.
Well.
Oh no.
Yeah, that.
I just don't know how much I'm gonna.
I feel like in other better games you would be able to land on that platform from that angle. You know, I'm just.
It turned out I just need to walk off the ladder and not jump off the ladder because if I jump,
Oh.
I move lower than when I don't jump.
Huh. You fall off. So the jump button is for falling off ladders.
Right. Whereas, yeah, you know, like a good game.
In fairness, if that's what I did in real life, if I was like, jump, I would just, like, fall backwards off the ladder. Like,
well,
and then just,
I mean,
you know.
Clearly this game was designed for you then.
Yeah. See, the obvious Mario parallel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got the pipe, you've got the...
Just a horrible time.
The chomp. Chomp, chomp. I need to remember to gesture
I'm so
this
glad
way.
we have a clip now. We have a flag.
I don't have a button on here to clip anything. And behold, a dinosaur.
Well, I like dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. But the princess is in another castle. Familiar. And there's our puzzle.
It's like a commentary on the game. So, okay.
So we've got most of them.
Yeah, so let's do... so that there is like a platform. That's fun. And then... Huh. Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I guess that goes up there.
Yeah, and then yeah, corner.
And then
under the platform.
There.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can do jigsaw puzzles. That's the important
It's
thing.
true. Yeah, so when it comes to
Not good
auteurs,
at game, but...
when it comes to auteurs, one of the defenses that is raised in their name is that they are doing this work that no one else has done, right?
Right.
Here is someone who delivered us a thing that if they weren't around, we wouldn't have got, and so it's okay that they're a bit shit as people.
Yeah.
And that's crap. That's crap because there are plenty of people, disadvantaged people, marginalised people, who never got the opportunities that, you know, the cishet white dudes who can rise to these positions of prominence got. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are some decent cis white dudes. I've skewed your phrase because I'm not used to saying it.
Sure.
That also missed out and are nicer. Than this
yeah. Like, the idea that because someone invented a thing, no one else could have done it, and in its absence, everything else would have been shit.
Anyway, do you want to read his fantasy about kissing someone on the neck?
For sure. Time and mystery. All those years ago, Tim had left the princess behind. He had kissed her on the neck, picked up his travel bag, and walked out the door. He regrets this to a degree. Now he's journeying to find her again, to show he knows how sad it was, but also to tell her how it was good.
Okay. 68% of the STEM workforce are people with vet qualifications. 9% of those people are women.
I'm liking this interleaving, yeah. For a long time, he thought they had been cultivating the perfect relationship. He had been fiercely protective, reversing all his mistakes so they would not touch her. Likewise, keeping a tight rein on her own mistakes, she always pleased him. So this is now a story in which the time reversal is possible.
Right.
He's now saying that they,
Yeah, so this is a person that is protecting someone by speaking for them. But by... rather than actually interacting with someone, trying to curate an idea of themselves that is better than... that is unapproachable, that is untouchable. Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of temporal invincibility. Or invincibility through temporal manipulation. But to be fully couched within the comfort of a friend is a mode of existence with severe implications. To please you perfectly, she must understand you perfectly. Thus you cannot defy her expectations or escape her reach. Her benevolence has circumscribed you, and your life's achievements will not reach beyond the map she has drawn.
So, I'm really struggling not to read this within the context of the context we put it in.
Yeah. Yep.
As it turns out, we put it in a context, and now there's everything he's saying sounds gross.
Yeah.
I don't know that this is particularly gross as a sentiment, and especially not gross as a sentiment for 2008 in media. But gosh, it's actually... yeah, I mean, I get the sense. Yeah, that basically... yeah, Tim is not a very nice person.
Yeah.
I think we need to differentiate this story, which is being told at a distance, from our problems with the auteur.
God, it's I'm having a real problem these days. I mean, it's a problem to go back and rewatch stuff anyway, and be like, oh damn, that hasn't aged well. That's unfortunate. That entire plot line, not great. But I'm having a real problem these days with watching stuff where a dude of this stripe is valorized by a text for being for loving someone so much he'll do plenty of shitty things, and that's cool somehow.
I should flag at this point that I know somewhat of where this game is going, and I do not think that this character that we are playing, who is Tim, is a hero.
Yeah.
Or is absolutely that, like, this is deliberately overwritten. This is not a straightforward writing of how, like, men and women should interact. This is about a person that is trying to erase mistakes, like, because he is setting up a bad relationship. I feel like I need I now need to recontextualize this. Because we already put this in the context of... We did. He can be a bit of a shitheel. Well, and this does not seem unreasonable to me. And this... As a sentiment to put in the mouth of a bad person.
Yes. It is within the writing of the... I'm like, oh yeah, I understand this plot, right? Like, in terms of us having to sort of wrangle the Jonathan Blow out of frame so we can just fucking watch the game. And this is one of... welcome to auteur theory, right?
This is really tough.
You can sit there and be like, oh, this dude's amazing and thus his game's amazing, and you spend the entire time jerking off both man and game. But when the man sucks and
it's difficult because if this was written by a team, I would not be connecting it to any of the stuff we've seen. But this is tough. Let's keep reading.
Let's keep going. Yep.
I think that's always the answer, right? I don't know enough.
Yep.
Let's find more information.
Yeah. Should always strive to do that. Tim needed to be non-manipulable. He needed a hope of transcendence. He needed sometimes to be immune to the princess's caring touch.
Tough man, be strong.
He reversed time good.
Emotions are manipulation.
I reversed time good. She reversed time bad? Ooh! Alright, onward.
I need to transcend.
Off in the distance, Tim saw a castle where the flags flutter, even when the wind has expired and the bread in the kitchen is always warm. A little bit of magic.
Oh. Welcome, Weenie.
Oh, Hello, hello, hello. It's us yelling.
Yeah, it's a game made by someone that's a little bit of a shithead, and there's an unreliable narrator. So
yeah,
so there's like so many layers.
What you gonna do?
Even when the wind has expired, I quite like that for a game where there are like timed puzzles that can just pass you by because you sit there and watch them happen.
Yeah.
Like with that string of clouds I was talking about before. That's literally the wind expiring.
Because this game has a narrative payoff that I would like to reach, that we know about at least. We know about. And I say at least because other games like Fez, we're like, screw it. we didn't care enough to go through what it was offering. I would be okay with, like, if we do leave some puzzle pieces behind on stream, I don't mind putting in a bit of work off stream to sort of fill in those gaps. Sure. If that would make for a better experience for you, for viewers, I'm open to us playing a lot on stream. I'm open to,
Good Round Boys saying they were reading an article about trad wives and white supremacist dating websites that had a lot of women who talk about women just like this. Yeah, absolutely.
I had a lot of men who talk about women like this.
Sorry, what did I say?
You said women. Women talk about women. This is men who talk about women.
A lot of men who talk about women like this. Sorry. There's a movement which is like women being traditional and that sort of thing, which is a bit fucked. I think this is a sort of pastiche of that. Like, this is late 2000s talking about late 2000s indie work. Put it in the context of I'm seeing Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I'm seeing so some problematic attitudes, but that are around male figures that are better at that are self-aware of their incompetence, but are better than other men and therefore heroes.
Yeah.
I really feel like this is the context in which to view this game.
Yeah. I like that, actually. The Scott Pilgrim lens is strong.
Yeah.
All right. Let's yell at some puzzle pieces.
Let's do it.
So, if I recall correctly, each world gives us a new mechanic?
So far, yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I see what's happening. Don't tutorialize me. I know exactly what I'm doing. Oh.
Hey. It comes back with you. Nice, right?
The jumping and then hitting a wall and going backwards is super weird.
The rebound, yeah.
Yeah, just the...
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like...
There's definitely some speedrun strats. There's got to be some speedrun strats associated with that.
I mean, I feel like there's... And again, like, looking at this from a certain period of time, this is going to be a slice of time of what was considered acceptable in platformers. I don't know that you could do that anymore. I don't know that rebound necessarily, like...
Yeah, it is a strange thing. There's some stuff about this game that does not feel clean in the way that some of the other games we've played are clean.
Yeah.
But it's also, like, very stylistically cool, so I get that.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, I'm just used to games with clean jumps and movement and things like that, because I've played a bunch of games that I think doing a similar... get stuffed. I have to do it quicker because there's this very slowly sliding gate on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering why you're... Well, you don't have to do it quicker. You just undo all of this with the key.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm already undoing
it. Look, you were partway through a ramble, so I'm like, I'm not going to interrupt you to tell you how to play the game. That's fine. You know. But yeah, very cool mechanic. I mean, this shit is my jam to a T, I think. Here is an interesting concept. What can we do with it, and what does it mean?
And I think that this is a game that is very clearly doing that, and I don't know of many games... I mean, I'm sure there were other games doing that before this, but I can't think of many.
Yeah, well, this comes back to the, the auteur point of nobody else would have done this if not for Jonathan Blow, and that's... just...
Just gonna wait.
Yep, just chilling. Yeah, this is a marvelous game, but certainly as well in the context of video games where you only ever do so many things new at any given point in time. This is trading on a lot of existing concepts, and in fact has to deliver the commentary that Jonathan Blow wanted to, as regards just fly home.
Let's see if I have enough time. No.
As regards video games at the time. And I feel like that commentary it's lost on me at this moment because I don't have in my head a good feel for what video games were like back when this was made. So in terms of the things it's commenting on, or the things that were in games...
So tough.
I'm going to miss that.
Just going to try...
That's fine.
Doing some weird stuff for a bit.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know that we need all the puzzle pieces to finish the game, because I know there is minimum one puzzle that we're not doing on this stream, and I cannot be asked doing off stream because of how many hours it takes.
Mm-hmm. That
is to get a puzzle piece, I think. Or it's to get something. It is standing on a cloud for 17 hours.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I did that back when I lived in the house. I almost said the name of the house. Not going to dox the previous house. Or the people who lived in it. But, yeah, the house where we met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I set up the laptop. Went to bed. Woke up. Wandered over. Went and did something else.
Nah, bother. Duh. This is being very difficult. I'm just trying to... I guess part of the problem is I'm trying to beat it, but I'm not trying to beat it on its terms necessarily.
Yeah, I would be trying to just set up the right jumps to divide and then...
That's fun. I think that's what I need to do. Oh.
Could you not have stayed there and then... Oh, no, I get it.
No, because it's...
just... Yeah. Harumph.
What a weird game.
Yeah. If this was the opening level...
then,
don't know, we would have played much more. Yeah. It's a punishing one.
I think I just need to be more patient.
It is a game about time. Yeah, there we go.
Thank goodness. I could have totally skipped that, but I
it was the
in
one
for a penny, in for a pound.
Look,
right?
It was the one puzzle piece in view. I don't blame you. Okay, so there's the ability to run back.
Oh, this one's going to be relatively easy, I think.
Okay.
I think. If I've got it correct. No. Okay.
were you trying to do the slide?
Yeah, I was trying to just land on one of them and then just have it go the whole way across.
I feel like the slide is a side effect of what's happening and not the solution. Like, I feel like this is all about timing the spacing of the cloud so you can do a jump.
Well, let's go up here and see what's up here.
Alright. Probably just the door.
I imagine so, yeah.
God, that background.
No.
It's so colourful. Huh.
I wonder what this is for. Oh, I guess you could... No, I have no idea.
Yeah. Secrets, or just because...
Anyway,
you know?
Let's... I reckon we'll get that one later.
Alright, done. That's fine. Yeah, if this game had fall damage, it would be too
oh, yeah. And that's, I think, part of the whole thing, that it's...
Look at that.
That is going to have to be grabbed by this fellow.
Yep.
But I'm going to need to... Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm assuming cannon off shot until proven otherwise, but we could be...
Oh, no.
No, of course, it doesn't matter.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine, because this will just stay like that.
Just change time.
Just wait for the fellow to come back.
From the dead. What an awful, awful existence.
Look, I'm not saying it's a great existence.
I would be interested to know what kind of programming challenge this presented.
Yeah.
I expect it would be formidable.
Well, I think our friend the auteur has spoken about plans to make a programming language. That is what I saw on Wikipedia.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You know, that seems like a very that seems in his wheelhouse.
I guess because I just got. I'm so impatient. I'm really. I think that is my real. That's going to be my real difficulty with this game.
You're so young.
Oh yes, it's my youth and inexperience, like Tim.
Yes. It's alright, just tell a story about some lady kissing your neck and you made horrible mistakes, but you know that you did, and that's what matters. And you'll be
That's
you'll
not
be
what
good.
matters.
Does it go the whole... Oh.
Oh! I get you. I get what you're doing, game. And then I need to...
But if you go back in time, it'll just be you, right?
Oh, hang on, sorry. I need to be here for a period of time. And then...
I recommend that you should just play the Talos Principle. Because I've already streamed it. Not doing it again. It's very long. Very good, but I've already streamed it. Some amazing time puzzles there with recording a version of yourself.
Yeah, right.
Which is just so fun and so tricky. Particularly when there's multiple recorders or like... it got very convoluted. But
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, Talos Principle is an amazing game.
Are you going to go back?
Someday.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I waited for a bit because I wasn't sure I was going to find...
Yep.
That's right.
Well, Weenie, this reminds me of the time puzzles from Talos. Boom!
There we go. Yeah, I mean, I do really like time puzzles.
I mean, Talos Principle wasn't all that. That was one of the, in fact, late stage.
Yeah.
That didn't come until later. But, that game is... So, the Talos Principle to me is an interesting example of a puzzle game that plays with form in that there were a lot of meta puzzles that you didn't need, necessarily.
Yeah.
That were about breaking the boundaries of a puzzle room.
Right.
Which, as interesting as that could be, sometimes just kind of pissed me off. Because I like a bounded puzzle. I like I saw that smile, sir. Sir. How long have we been friends? Oh, wow.
Monty Python joke.
An evil bunny. Fired is right out. And you're dead. Yeah, so...
That was my fault, clearly.
But yeah, stepping out of the bounds of a puzzle to solve a meta puzzle.
Hang on.
Oh.
I see what's going on here. Hang on.
Oh, you've got a... Are you trying to save one?
Yeah.
Aha, and that's why the rabbits, because complicating this area...
Oh, hang on.
Oh no!
I stuffed it up. That's okay.
It became a meatball. So grisly.
Oh. Okay, so I have the idea. So this is one of the things we spoke about, right?
Yeah.
Having the idea already for the game and what you want to do, and then executing the idea.
Yeah.
And that being the difference, I guess, between the platformer element and the puzzle element.
That's a very good point. That is an excellent... I like that.
Oh.
It's almost certainly in practice a little fuzzier, but I like... It's glib. Mm-hmm. You know, it gets to the heart of the matter in a way that feels compelling, and that's what we want. In a catchy bit of...
Well, we're streaming. We're not, you know...
Yeah, it's true.
We're not actually intellectuals.
No. I am trying to convince others to pay me to be considered one.
Heck,
for cash.
Yes. In that case, you're an intellectual.
Oh, shit. The moment, like, I felt the pressure. I felt the lead weight land upon the heart.
So, some of those flowers... Yeah,
oh
those
my
flowers
God.
are bunnies.
They're all murderers. Oh, and a pipe. Oh my God. That was the taint. Just snipped. Oh, cut open like a sleeping bag.
Get eaten by a plant. There we go.
Yeah. Oh shit. Did they sniff flowers in any of the diary entries?
I don't know.
That's pretty great.
Oh. See, some of these... Yeah. See, I just don't know about the distance on some of this stuff.
Yeah. I think what this game is a strong example of a clever idea, but then really clean artistic execution as well. Like everything comes together.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get why this game is beloved by people.
Yeah.
Like,
and honestly, I'm looking at this and just going, man, I need to reread the works of David Hellman, who, to be clear, the way his comics are written are, to me, very evocative of the diary entries that we read.
Right.
Like, he's a really sort of poetic guy in general, so...
Now, that's interesting.
Yeah, what do we...
So I've got to somehow get through... there.
Because these are green,
am I
right?
literally just trying to race it? Oh, okay, I'm just trying to race it.
Hey.
I, for some foolish reason, thought this was a time-based puzzle.
Yeah.
In this time-based puzzle game.
Well, when a game is, like, thorny like this, you get up in your own head.
Oh, get stuck. Bastard.
The tiniest foe.
Go away.
God,
it's the worst noise as well.
I would be so interested in like giving a lecture about auteurs, but the thing is,
sorry, I just took a sip and then the title of the level came up and it said irreversible and I went, well, crap. Oh. So I might just pop back here. And then pop back in, shall I?
Yep. So presumably the run has to be flawless.
Of course.
Are you just...
Was there something back at the start?
I don't know, man. I wish I knew. Are you just leaving?
Yeah. Flawlessly.
Okay, so here are the bounds of the...
Okay.
Now, presumably...
So I needed a key.
Yeah, so...
I should have got a key earlier, but this level is called irreversible. I'm sure this is fine.
Oh, I wonder if Options has a restart level.
Right, it's irreversible because once I go down, that bunny is just going to be sitting right on top there. Unless, I suppose...
I mean...
I'm going to have to reverse back to the top here. Oh, I suppose that isn't necessarily the case.
Yeah, I think there's probably... I mean, we're probably going to find a few things that we're like, oh, that's, that's too bad.
Can I jump on top of this guy? Okay. But there may be like a respawning something.
Yeah, I think there's probably keys back yonder.
You reckon back at the start?
There was a lot there, and I don't think it was just for show.
Okay, let's go back down. Let's hope there isn't some part of the level that's very timed.
I want there to be in the options just a restart level button, because all this rewinding
there's restart current world, but you can also go back to the opening door, go back through it, and come back in, and that will effectively restart.
Yeah. It's just the amount of time that takes. I'm impatient because I'm very old.
It's your youth.
Okay, I thought it was my advanced years.
That too. Somehow I landed in the middle, and then I got bitten by one. While I...
Ooh. Okay, so... So, this is a jump on... Oh, dear. There's a green thingy there.
Yeah, see that maybe that's the timed component?
Okay.
Because there's maybe some lever that moves that platform.
Yeah. And this probably... You know what? That was down here before. I reckon that slowly rose at the start of the level. Yeah. And it will slowly rise no matter what we do. Okay.
I just thought it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Speedrun strats. I imagine that is how they speedrun it. They get a perfect timing with that and then the cannon. But I'm struggling to land on one of these, as evidenced by that, where I tried to land on one of them.
Yeah.
So,
okay,
let's just proceed with the level, shall we?
Yeah, let's find where our lever is.
Do you want me to go over to the right? Maybe I'll go over to the right.
Yeah, let's have a gander.
See what's over here.
Yeah, maybe the intention is you sprint all the way over here and pull a lever, and then you can go back at your leisure.
Get stuffed.
That's
just the end of the level.
What the Swiss?
That's more of puzzles. So the lever's got to be down. Oh, but where's the...
Yeah, I didn't see a lever downstairs.
Where's the key?
A lot to unpack here.
Is there a lever downstairs?
Oh, it's also 7:32.
Oh. That's very strange.
So presumably,
is this
if you could just test
key?
that key with the green door, I bet it... Oh, no, I reckon that will open... Oh, it still won't matter because we need another key.
Let's find out, though.
Yeah.
Wrecked.
Oh, no. One key could open both doors if the first one is green, right? Because it will stay closed. Or stay open, sorry. Where if you reverse time and get your key back.
Oh, I suppose that's true. But we don't have a green key.
But we don't need one. So if you reverse...
But this isn't a green key.
I know.
Oh. Oh, the green key would...
The green key would stay broken.
we just needed to do that. And then... Oh, dang. Okay.
So I feel like this is... Yeah, okay, so...
So then I'm going to need to grab a key from down here somewhere?
Yeah, I guess so. This can't all be something we have to do before we do the... Did we just miss a lever up there?
I don't know.
We must have, because... I say must.
This is... fun. So I'm going to just, do this until I die again, maybe.
Okay.
That's going to be quite quick. Why is there... I'm so confused. How do you do any of this? Oh, you just have to wait for that timing. So there's your key.
Aha!
So weird. So weird.
Oh, we've stuffed it though.
Yeah, so we would need to... We would need to do that key on the first door and then the other key on the other two doors.
Yeah.
And then get the puzzle piece, but then we still won't get the...
Yeah, so none of this solves the puzzle at the start, which makes me think there's a lever somewhere that we've just missed that starts the movement of that.
Okay. Well...
Well,
let's go back here and we'll go back to the start of the level because we've got the puzzle pieces and we'll prepare to restart the level after the break.
Oh, yes, of course. A Briac.
But I didn't see...
Oh no. We're already being misrepresented in chat.
Can't believe it.
Weenie's saying, you want me to go to the right just on becoming a conservative. And I think the tapes will show that I was like, yeah, alright. We'll be back after these short messages, which is to say, a bit of music. A little bit of music. Where's my... Oh, I have to Windows out of it.
A little bit of music. Little bit of music.
Be right back.
Let's come back.
Let's come back. Oh, it's us. We've swapped seats because I'm going to give this a little bit of a go. I'm gonna play some Braid. It's been some time.
Let's play some Braid.
It might not even last long because I might just be like, oh, this is bullshit. So it's literally all keyboard, yeah?
Yes. Jump is space. Arrow keys are everything else. So I've just taken us back to the previous world.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
So that once we go through that door, we're into the timed level. So that is rising now. But that will continue to rise even when you reverse time.
Yeah, okay. I think provided we don't reverse any time, provided we do this a flawless run, we get the floor. I think this is the point of the level. Yeah, you are not wrong about the... Yeah, we've walked it. By taking it, by having to reverse anything...
You fail that first section.
Yeah, so it's better just reverse back to the start and walk out.
And just walk out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. How you finding... how you finding the jumps and stuff?
Yeah, it's sluggish. Sluggish is right. Oh, hang on, I was meant to leave.
Yeah, you'll need to leave and come back.
Alright. This is the proto speedrun game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's your... If you don't get your flawless run, what was it for?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all practice. I should probably just practice.
Okay.
Like... If I don't get a feel for what I'm trying to achieve...
It does all feel like stuff where, after a couple of tries, you can get it.
Yeah.
I don't mean to imply that...
That bit is annoying, the timing of that compared to when I arrive. Oh, shit. Ow! Am I...
Now, this is interesting. I don't know if that's good.
I think I'm possibly okay.
Possibly.
Oh, no. Alright. Oh,
no.
Okay, so there is a little bit
F
of...
in chat.
Give me them Fs. Alright.
We don't normally do F in chat, but I really...
There's a little bit of...
This felt like an actual death.
A little bit of forgiveness there.
Yeah. So this will leave the whole world.
Yeah, okay. Boo!
So you'll just want to go back to the door.
That's so... That's actually really frustrating.
I know, that's really... It's a really intuitive... Come back to the... Oh, no, so I was writing at the same time as your masters. Yeah, it's not a very intuitive structure.
It's... You know, and in the remaster, I would expect this quality of life thing to be different, right?
Right.
Restart level button, not exactly criminal to include.
Yeah.
Like, there's a puzzle late in the Witness, which is brutally difficult on purpose, and it includes a combination of being smart with what you're doing and also being very fast. And it is non-mandatory and is literally there because he wanted to include a challenge. He thinks it's fine, and I don't necessarily disagree with him. He thinks it's okay that there are things in games that not everybody can manage or can achieve, right? Like, obviously the majority of the game should be playable to the majority of people, but, like, there being challenges that are above the skill level of some people is not a... Fuck. Alright, no, I've put myself in the balk hole. Yeah, too late.
So...
This little bit is... I'm expressing that point poorly. But,
so we don't actually need to speedrun this start bit?
No.
We just need to not reverse. Because presumably it's the reversing that makes this go backwards and this... Like...
The green thing is still rising. So, yeah, if I don't reverse... Oh, so you're saying we could walk away?
I'm saying what we could do is we could just very slowly amble up here, rather than trying to get to it as quickly as possible.
I pressed up and down, and it changed the...
You changed the rewind speed.
Yeah.
That's handy.
I did see an X0 above your head at one point, and I was confused, and now I know why. Okay. So you're saying we just don't reverse, we just hang out?
Yeah, I'm saying we don't die to any of these things, which means we have to reverse time to solve it.
Yes.
But we still...
Well, we just get to a platform nearby and chill out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But once we're safe, we don't try and get through that top bit. We just get up there. I love it.
Yes, so, a puzzle late in the Witness that I almost got and could not, because it was so difficult. A piece of music starts playing, and before the piece of music ends, and it's a piece of classical, because of course it is, you need to solve a bunch of puzzles that are randomly generated. And they're randomly positioned around a space. And the final part, because you know the puzzles in the Witness.
Yes.
The final one is you have to solve it as if you are the ball running through a maze of these walls, except it's a puzzle you've solved earlier on. So you're meant to mentally be like, okay, I remember the thing I've just solved, and now I have to do it in physical space. And I got so close once, and I missed by like a couple seconds, and I almost fucking broke the controller in half. And I was like, I don't need this. And then I looked up what it gets you, and it's another video that you can watch. Which is cool, but
I mean, I really liked the puzzles in The Witness. I broke large sections of that game over my knee. I don't feel... that's awesome. So we still need to not reverse.
Yeah. Oh no, we can
We could reverse a little bit. Once it's right over there, I guess. Yeah. Oh no, now it should be fine.
Yeah.
Because it would be reversing into that.
Yeah, it should be handy.
But yeah, I'm relatively decent at those sorts of maze components. Because I was raised to believe intelligence is memorizing short sequences of numbers and shapes.
They can hurt each other.
That's
amazing.
Useful.
Oh, that's so poignant. Fuck you! Yeah, I love it.
Amazing.
I did it.
So I got a lot out of the... Are we going to have to reverse time enough that it goes...
Oh, wait, wait. No. Give me the puzzle piece. Okay. It's alright, we're now...
That was quite pleasing.
We're now back on the platform that looks a little bit like pork belly. Like it had that nice sort of pork belly. Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I like the description of that platform as pork belly.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember being such a dickhead when I was young because I was told that I was smart.
Yeah.
And then I guess I used that as free license to be a complete prick to other kids. And I regret that completely. I was a shit.
Yeah. Well, the point I was going to make, apart from the fact that I was a shit because I was wrong, and that's partially my fault and partially other people's fault for telling me those things. But
I'm going to leave this room.
Okay, and save the point.
Yeah, because then I've got the puzzle piece. Because as we've seen, reversing time puts back the puzzle piece, and I don't want to do that.
But the point I was going to make was not so much that that's a fact about it, although it is a fact about it. It's more that I found that The Witness was very cleanly designed, and everything was very seamless. And I've found certain elements of this to have puzzle platformer elements that maybe just because this was made in 2000... Did we say 8?
Yes.
Maybe just because this was made in 2008, and maybe because... it's trying to have some of the very genre-heavy things. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not as clean, right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel as clean, whereas The Witness is absolutely its own thing. It's not a commentary on other things.
Well, The Witness, by its design, can be cleaner, right? Because of the types of puzzles it's presenting.
That's true, yeah. So this one... Right, so now we need to go down to the left before we get this key. So we actually need to deliberately not get this key.
Yeah. And
instead get the other key. Oh, well that was... embarrassing for me.
It's alright, because I watched you have your probs.
I learnt it from watching you.
Should not have reversed that.
Oh dear. I totally would have done that as well.
Good time.
But you found the speed, which makes it a lot.
Makes it tolerable. Cool game. Alright.
I wonder if they tutorialize that later.
Oh,
the speeding up the time.
Yeah.
Forwards, backwards.
Yeah. So when I was a kid, my Uncle Dave, who was amazing, and who liked to teach. I don't know if I asked. I probably asked. I don't think he gave this to me unbidden. He told me what E equals MC squared stands for. And I, in primary school, treated this like a badge of intelligence.
Right.
Because I could say, I didn't understood what it meant.
Yeah.
Absolutely didn't. How could I? I was very young.
You're pressing Z rather than Shift.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I realised that by pointing that out to you, I was also...
Someone who knows what E equals MC squared means?
Well,
I don't.
Well, also, inadvertently pointing it out to the stream, I realised that if we were just playing the game together, that would not have been me publicly dunking on you.
No, just out me as a fool and a clown. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being an insufferable shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I learnt to spell a very long German word at quite a young age, and I learnt to spell words and would recite them. Yeah. I realised this is not necessarily an anecdote about myself that I care to share on the internet, but oh well, it's out there.
Well, we're talking about male...
being insufferable nerds.
Yeah. And look, I bring this up in the context of a game that is, by someone who is known to be smart. And right. I've spent the past few years hammering on, through research I should say, hammering on the idea of what is intelligence. Yeah. And of course it is a concept, it is a word we use, it is not something that we can accurately measure.
Yeah.
And in fact, a lot of the language around I am smart and you are dumb is just ableist horse shit. Yeah. Because there are many different ways of thinking about things.
Yeah.
Like, talking about the puzzles in The Witness, like visual recognition of patterns and stuff like that. Like, if you have a bit of a problem with that and someone calls you stupid, that's fucking ridiculous. Right. That does not... it's yeah. I mean, that's a very small example of what I'm trying to say. But...
I think part of the problem is taking tests that should be used to figure out how people learn and using them to conclude whether people learn.
Yeah.
So it's
whether they're capable of it at all.
Right. It's whether people have any capacity to pick up information and deducing that from they didn't do particularly well at that. So let's just put people in tiers and it's rubbish. It's really rubbish. But yeah, so I was particularly insufferable. But yeah, I had a teacher in primary school that was very determined that I should learn the meanings of words as well as how to spell them. And I hadn't had that before I think about year 6 or year 7. And that was really important for me because that was actually a skill. That wasn't... Yeah. And that, I think, was really helpful in writing and stuff like that. So this was someone that saw, okay, you can perform, you're a performing monkey.
Yeah.
But also, I think that's a glass on its side. Is that someone, holding it along it?
Yeah, but that's... I think this whole picture's going to be weird. Yeah. But that's fine.
Maybe go by puzzle piece shapes. I reckon this one connects to that one. I reckon... Yeah, that's top left. But yeah.
What size do you have?
Yeah. So that one goes there, and then that one up behind the painting goes in the middle of those bottom ones. Yeah. And then you've got the piece behind.
Normal puzzle piece. Probs.
Intuitive. Yeah, cool.
Nice.
pretty solid.
Cool. All right.
But yeah, yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Weenie talking about like diagnostic stuff, like as a total crapshoot. Still better practice than not doing it.
Oh yeah, and I think that the tests, like most tests, are good at the thing they are for. Ah, well, we lost.
Yeah. I just wanted to.
Well, we lost this one.
Yeah.
How does that actually?
Yeah.
Oh. We have to die on it. And then, once we've died on it, we can reverse and we'll have it. Even after we're dead.
Okay. So we just have to land on where the key
lands. Did we get... Hey,
yep.
We did get it.
Nice.
Yeah, as Weenie's saying, the science of teaching and learning is only like 100 years old, because the idea of mass educating people is actually not. Yeah. Ooh, a boss fight.
Oh. With a key around the
neck.
So when we go past these, do we just... Yep.
That's fun. So we need to drop these on,
I guess.
said boss. Yeah, right. So we can continue to refresh them and then drop them.
Yeah. Which, given that the boss is persistent, and thus I'm not trapped into some awful movement schematic, I can actually get this one now. Hopefully. Oh, you absolute...
Yeah, the object collision on this is so sensitive.
Yeah.
And I normally wouldn't point out something as simple as like object collision, but it feels very difficult to manage.
This boss is too clever for my liking.
This is a very strong opening boss.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember there being bosses in this game. Like, that did not... Well, I've already set myself up to have very few chandeliers, so I'm just going to wind it back. So I've got 2.
Sounds smart.
And hopefully I can just reuse the first one.
Thankfully, the boss doesn't shoot while you're reversing time, so you can just reverse time.
Okay, boss is still up and going, of course, because green. Buddy, can you just walk under my... Okay, so we might be having a problem here where the this game being sluggish... Here we go. Okay, got it.
Yep, okay, this is a good strat.
Yep. I mean, now I'm trapped over here waiting, but...
Well, you can just fire both of them and then reset both.
Oh, that's a horn that got dropped. See that horn on the floor? That's tingling green? I think that's just...
That's pretty cool.
That's for effect. That's to show health.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also health at the top.
Yeah, Weenie, I'm sure you could say more about improving teaching practice than we could, but yeah, the idea of paying attention to improving practice and actually trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work is relatively recent, as it is to a lot of fields. Like, we tend to think of science as this, like, we got science in, the Renaissance or whatever. And then from that we got the Industrial Revolution, and then everything was science, and we lived in a modern age. Or at least that's how a lot of history is taught.
Yeah.
And really, it's more of a process of different countries around the world realizing things that other countries have already realized, integrating different philosophies and things like that.
Oh, you know what, I'm going over here.
And that's something that I think it's something that's been really like I've realized kind of while I've been learning science communication as well, is because it's important to put lots of things in historical context. I'm deliberately having this conversation for the audience because I know you're doing a boss fight.
No, I am listening.
Oh, cool.
I can play and listen.
That's a bonus.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's kind of really interesting to actually... One of the benefits of needing to know historical context in order to talk about them for the benefit of scientific understanding is I'm also just learning a bunch of historical context for different things.
Which is cool.
which is really interesting. Yeah, science is all real new.
Yeah. I've also heard the great...
well done, by the way.
Thank you. I've had it pointed out that video games as a medium are shockingly new. Like, astoundingly new. Like, we have not... We do not have the, centuries of history of refining the form.
Sure.
That we have with other things. Which is, noteworthy. I don't make games, and I don't play enough games to critique them properly to really comment further than that. I think it's an interesting thing to remember, but, like, I don't know anything more than that.
Right. This fellow has a key now.
Yes.
Did they start the level with the key?
No, they walked up and picked it up, but they did it very early. But we have this...
Excuse me.
We've clearly got to go the long way.
Well, let's put that platform across anyway. Oh, this is another one of these slowly closing doors. So we are going to have to do some time reversal at some point.
Alright. That's fine.
And we're going to have to do time reversal, but we're going to have to already have the key to get through that door. So I think
that works.
Yeah, I already think we've missed that puzzle piece.
Absolutely.
But we will get others.
I think that's a replay the level puzzle piece.
Certainly, but I think we can get this one up here.
Yeah.
I reckon we can get the key.
Is this turned on and is eternally moving?
It looks a lot like it.
Or was I meant to reverse such that... No, that wouldn't do anything, of course, because it would... Well, let's find out the hard way, and... Fuck you. That's fine. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that platform certainly seems to be gone forever. You coming back at all? Nope. You get me through here. Alright. Harumph. Harumphimus Bosch. Okay. Let's just go for an exploratory run and see what this other section is.
Oh, bubbles.
Yeah, right?
It's an extremely bubbly drink.
Very spicy water.
So spicy. I'm drinking a very standard drink this week, a Kirk's ginger beer.
I just want you to produce a can of water. You're just coughing and spluttering the whole stream.
I haven't been coughing and spluttering the whole stream.
Not the... Okay.
But yes, I will, yeah.
Sorry, what was the point of all this? Is there
there's
anything...
a platform down there that appears to have lowered throughout the level as well.
Oh, God. But was there a puzzle piece on the other
the
side?
The point of it for us to watch that sync up so that one got shot by one of the cannons. That was quite fun. That's the whole reason.
Yep.
I think we just need to go through the door that's probably on the right and keep going. Because this sucks.
Yeah, this one looks brutal.
And the music is letting us know, hey, the game's brutal now. This is a serious game for gamers.
Gamers only.
Where do you reckon our princess is?
Not here. Do you want to be the dinosaur? I love that dinosaur. This little... What?
Wow! That was very strange. I guess it's Christopher Walken. I don't think I was going for that. The princess.
Yeah, if Christopher Walken was a Muppet. Muppet David Bowie Christopher Walken.
Princess who? She must be in another castle. I don't know what that voice was.
It was a little Dracula.
I will find this voice. I don't start in a voice. So, I workshop, I develop.
So we have...
I adapt, I grow.
2 missing here and 3 missing here. 2 from the one level.
And we just gained 2 rooms.
3 that I don't know. 4, actually.
I like that we just gained 2 different rooms.
Yeah. 9 of... Okay.
If you press shift on this screen, does it reverse all your progress in the whole game?
I just started to push shift as you said that. God.
Can you imagine the puzzle pieces just quickly disappear off the screen?
If I hold down shift, will you leave? If I hold it down long enough, you will leave this room and my house.
No, you have to misclick and press Z for that.
Okay. Whap, whap. Burned. Burned by friendship.
Oh
my God,
man, you'll get the horns.
Look at that PC. Look at that chunky ass PC. It's white. It's got the
modern gaming.
white tower and the big thick monitor, like
Such
two
jank.
Cs. Yeah. I had a 386 and then a 486 in my home.
The box with a crank is another computer of the same era.
Yeah.
You just wind it. Now you can continue reading here.
Please prepare your facts.
Sure.
4. Time and place. Visiting his parents' home for a holiday meal, Tim felt as though he had regressed to those long ago years when he lived under their roof, oppressed by their insistence on upholding strange values which, to him, were meaningless. Back then, bickering would erupt over drops of gravy spilt onto the tablecloth.
It's evocative.
It's just an angry young man.
Did you know that, despite there being a number of national programs to advance women in STEM, there is no national framework to evaluate these programs. So there is not a consistent model for approving funding because they don't have to generate reports that meet a consistent network, like a framework of rubric is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So if you wanted to, wow.
This is one of the proposals of the Women in STEM Decadal Report, which came out at the end of last year from the Australian Academy of Science. It had a number of recommendations for improving opportunities for women in STEM.
Great.
I'm happy to go into those opportunities as we continue playing.
Yeah. Escaping, Tim walked into the cool air toward the university he'd attended. Oh, he went to uni, did he? After moving out of his parents' home. As he distanced himself...
He attended uni after moving out of his parents' home, and he had enough money to move out of his parents' home before he attended university.
We're learning a lot about young Tim.
We're learning a lot about Tim.
Yeah. As he distanced himself from that troubling house, he felt the embarrassment of childhood fading into the past. But now he stepped into all the insecurities he'd felt at the university, all the panic of walking a social tightrope. Okay, so a bit of anxiety, perhaps, bit of social anxiety.
Now, that would have been the time to talk about vet education right after university.
Yeah.
But yes, on the education note, most of the programs that we lack a national framework to evaluate also target, when they're targeting kids, they target kids at older ages than interventions are likely to be the most effective, because kids are actually now thought to start thinking about what careers they'll go into in early primary school.
Wow.
Just developing those initial thoughts.
Yeah.
And most programs to encourage girls to go into STEM or just start thinking about STEM are targeted at late primary school and high school onwards.
Interesting.
So, and part of effective interventions at those younger ages are harder to design for. So that's a bit difficult. So it's often about changing parental attitudes and that sort of stuff. That's the sort of intervention that would be really effective in preschool and early primary school, to make sure that parents don't think, girl certain job, boy certain job.
Yeah.
There are no gender stereotypes around non-binary people, as far as I know. Like around careers.
Yeah, around careers. Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I know there are stereotypes.
There
are stereotypes around everyone.
Yeah.
But I think it's important we establish them.
It's important that they're there so that we can talk about them.
So let's establish some gender stereotypes for MBs in the chat.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Tim only felt relieved after the whole visit was over, sitting back home in the present, steeped in contrast. He saw how he'd improved so much from those old days. This improvement, day by day, takes him ever closer to finding the princess. If she exists, she must. She will transform him and everyone.
Transform him?
He felt on his trip that every place stirs up an emotion, and every emotion invokes a memory, a time and a location. I mean, I could talk about Damasio here, but I won't, because it's been a while since I read it. So couldn't he find the princess now, tonight, just by wandering from place to place and noticing how he feels? A trail of feelings of awe and inspiration should lead him to that castle. In the future, her arms enclosing him, her scent fills him with excitement, creates a moment so strong he can remember it in the past.
He can remember it in the past?
Yeah, there's a lot of temporal, what's name's going on here? This feels like it feels like one of the many episodes of Red Dwarf where they completely ham-fistedly attempt time travel, and it's just a fucking mess. Like, it's fun and it's funny, but it doesn't even try to make sense.
Yeah.
It just makes sense enough for the jokes they had in that episode, and then they throw it all out and try something different the next time they bother. This is science fiction so soft you can spread it on a cracker.
Crafty pointing out that programs to encourage young girls to get into STEM can be rough. I'm paraphrasing. Because once women get into STEM, they can be overlooked, dismissed, and harassed out of the industry. That's a big issue, and part of what the Decadal Plan, among other attempts to address it in a very holistic way, look at is basically points in the pipeline that are like leaks. So you might imagine, or we could use the Murray-Darling as South Australians as places where water gets stolen. Eventually meaning there is no water in the mouth of the river. There are lots of different points that need to be addressed. I think that it's a change that partially needs to happen. It's really a chicken and egg problem, because without more women in like STEM leadership roles and visibly in STEM and like addressing all of those like cultural issues, leadership issues, those sorts of things, then the culture is not necessarily going to change without visibility and without leadership.
Sure.
So you need women in the field, but then it becomes chicken and egg. You can't get women in the field unless you have women already visibly in the field.
Yeah.
So I guess part of the programs is trying to create like STEM champions, and the good thing is that there are more women in STEM as a result of, because all the interventions that have happened are still more effective than no interventions. There are increasing numbers of women in STEM. It's just not anywhere near equal levels still. And so, encouraging leadership, encouraging good hiring practices, like cultural stuff. There's lots of different approaches that are really, really cool, really valuable. I would love to have a proper chat about this, but we need to talk about Tim.
Yeah, of course.
Because his story needs to step over the top, I think, of women's voices.
If it's one thing that Tim's story, it's not over the top.
Yeah.
Immediately, Tim walked out his door the next morning toward whatever the new day held. He felt something like optimism. So, this game is walking alongside Tim's quest to get the princess back because he fucked up and he wants to live in a world, and in his head perhaps now lives in a world where he can change that. He can unfuck up.
Yes. Yeah,
We already did... This is going to be another The Pit.
This is another The Pit.
Okay, now is the time for me to hand it over to you, I think. So
okay.
I need a little hand. And we've only got a short run left, so let's just do a couple levels. But
I would love that.
Just gonna...
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Switch seats again.
So I have much to do tomorrow of a computer-like nature, and so I need to save my hand capacity.
Certainly.
But it was good to, try out the game again.
I'm glad you've got a feel for the game now, because that will make it a lot easier. I do think that...
Yep, there it is.
Oh, there we go. I need to jump back in because the key has already been deposited in like the time reversey way.
Yeah.
Well,
no, it is just there.
Oh, it's going to be picked up by... Oh, time only moves when
you move. Yeah, it's super hot. Super hot. So you haven't played.
I've seen Super Hot play. Okay, but yeah.
Super.
Oh, interesting.
Hot. Super.
So when I run to the right... Oh, God. Okay. How do I get out again? What on earth? So is there any way that I can get out of the level now? I have to restart the world. I don't think I can... Because I have no way of getting back up now.
So shift isn't doing anything?
Unless going back also is gonna... Oh, hang on. Okay. No, it's just messing with my brain. And what was the... This is like increased?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There's forward and... Yeah. up and down. So up being forward, down being back, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
So let's go. So I guess I need to jump across here. And then run backwards to get here.
Combining this with the like a music from a box that you like, one of those crank music boxes.
I pointed out the crank music box.
Indeed, you did.
I wasn't expecting it to be relevant. What the hell?
Invincibility because you reversed the.
Hey. I have to be passing it in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So, when you move to the right, time moves forward, and when you move to the left, time moves back?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then pressing shift just reverses everything you did in the order it happened.
Isn't it just redoing both you and the thing?
Yes, but importantly, it's not reversing it in it's not reversing it in the same way that moving left and right is reversing it. Because when I press shift, I'm running to the right and time is going backwards. I'm running to the left and time is going backwards.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's making everything backwards.
All my actions are being reversed.
Yes.
But time is not playing forwards or backwards in the same way as left and right is happening.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would expect.
It is a different experience to play. I can say that it is a difficult. Oh god, I'm gonna hate this.
Yeah, I think I remember this level. Hey, you're fine. I mean, there are just.
Oh, I am still hating it. I'm just.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry.
What does climbing a ladder do for your time? Nothing? Okay. So you've got to be in the air at the right moment.
Yeah, okay. Weird. What if Super Hot would it looked like this? Says good round boy.
Yep.
That's an excellent question.
Oh wow, it's like it jumped on you. It's the inversion. It even got air. That's amazing.
I'm not a fan. So I guess I need to.
Aha! It's a trick. It's all a trick. Boom! Get shit apart. Alright. Now we have...
Now we have gaming.
Meter balls. That's video games, baby. I promised myself I wouldn't say that this stream.
And yet.
And yet here we are.
Let's see if I can pull off the same... Oh, come on. That was entirely rebound physics. I jumped off the back of it.
Oh, and you hit the cannon.
And I fell off. Well, I skipped a level there. So that was nice. Oh yeah, please make the puzzle disappear as slowly as possible.
Well, you have to understand, games were very different in 2008 when puzzle pieces would appear and disappear.
Oh, I bet.
I mean, we are getting most of the pieces in each of these worlds.
What?
Oh.
Oh my goodness, you can't open a door backwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
approached it from the wrong direction.
Get stuffed.
Alright.
Feel free to nap, Weenie. We'll be here for a while. Oh, these are... Because time's going backwards, the puzzle pieces are disappearing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get to the end of the level and then go back.
The other one was green, at least. So this one is persistent, that other one is not. But yeah, we should leave.
I mean, just in general, we should leave. Get stuffed, game. Man.
That's brutal.
Jonathan Blow, more like Jonathan not very good at women.
If anybody came here for like a well thought out scathing criticism, there's a lot of well thought out stuff, and then there's just a lot of us throwing shade. Like there's a solid combo of both, you know.
But that is very much a form of commentary.
It really is, yeah.
I really enjoy it. Sorry. It made a noise. It's just very pleasing. Oh, this is not going to be accessible from behind.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, only forward.
I'm going to just have to play through all of those levels again to get that piece.
Yes. Yes, very probably. Well, you know, we've got like 7 minutes left, so durdle around a bit. Okay, so that stays turned.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay, great. You know what I love about it? That it's great.
Oh, hello. And, oh, you can't do the swapper thing of grinding up against the wall and mapping in more movement.
No, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Okay. Let's come back and do this one again.
So right now they're like that.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
It's the new...
Is this going to be another one of these where I need to...
Oh, like...
No.
Yeah, I don't... So they walk...
Yeah, so I need to...
So that gets you up there, but then...
But then I'm not going to be able to do... Like, I can't jump over that.
Yeah.
That's not how you're supposed to solve that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
don't...
I walked backwards, so I erased it. It's gone forever.
Yeah, it's flicking the switch as well.
Yeah.
Hey.
You just do it without doing the switch.
Yeah, nice.
What was the switch?
The switch got you up there because the dude was on top of the ladder.
Oh right, yeah.
Until you hit the switch, so that's what got you into that position of the map in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we.
So thankfully that's now solved. So even though I'm going to walk backwards.
Yeah.
That's no longer an issue. The noise. Oops. Oh, oops. Yeah, so... Okay, so I need to find a way of using this guy. So, sorry, I'll explain what I'm doing. I need to jump on one of them to get up the top, so I can run far enough to the right for the one up the top to grab the key, and then run back to the left.
Yeah.
I think. Because there's no other way for me to run to the right enough.
Yeah. You gotta do all this shit again. I think you are correct. So yeah, I can only imagine what it takes to like the planning of this. Like, and in fairness, I look at a lot of puzzles and go, oh, fiendish. Like, puzzle design is to me just really interesting. And a lot of that has to do, I think, with me not being a puzzle designer, and thus it has a lot of mystery to me still.
Yeah.
Like, I design... The closest I get to any sort of complex game design is the ridiculous bullshit.
Oh, I guess I don't get that.
Yeah, you can't kill... Oh. Can you... can you land behind it? And just run alongside it. It gets the key and then bring it back.
Well, if I do that, then that means that I run into the wall next to that door.
Oh,
So
right.
I would
Yeah,
get
you
as
would.
far as this, and then it would be running only a little bit ahead of me.
No, I meant like run behind it along there, but...
Oh, that's too low. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. So what would it be? It would be like... Oops.
Nope. Can you not...
I don't think there's a way that I can...
so hard not to murder... Oh, no, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah,
but if I go back in time... Yeah. I think I've killed it 3 times.
Yeah.
In this one period of movement. Yeah, I think we just finish the level and call it.
Alright.
So that keys to this one up here. Okay. Oh, and I guess I have to be...
Yeah, the door's just down there. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, this is a game.
Yeah, solid effort for tonight, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it's another one of these. Well, I might just keep doing this while we close out.
Sure. So opening.
Oh, this is the worst.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a good, because you're gonna undo all your kills.
Yeah. So I've got to do each one from left to right in order.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yes, let's do a.
Yeah.
chat.
So obviously going to keep playing. I'm more than happy for you to continue recounting cool facts. Obviously, you know, you are not expected to have an endless supply, but it is nice to leaven this bread, so to speak, with interesting actual facts about the reasons why we do not have the amount of women in STEM that we should.
Right.
That women should, you know, have more access, more ability, more support.
Right.
And this is important because of the shitty things Jonathan Blow said in 2017 on Twitter that are just not really addressed in any of the articles we read about the man.
No.
It is noted in articles that he is a prickly individual who, you know, is just a prickly guy, basically. And, you know, whether someone is a bit of a shit is different to whether someone has really shitty views.
Right.
Now, certainly not good. I don't want to suggest that, you know, the two are inextricably linked. But that's what gets focused on in interviews. That's the sort of grab.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of a jerk and... Or a bit uncomfortable to talk to is very different from, like, actually having shitty beliefs.
Yeah.
And unapologetically having shitty beliefs, I guess. Because we've all had bad beliefs from time to time. It happens. We exist in the world.
Well, we also, you know, we
don't have perfect information all the time.
Yeah, and, you know, part of the process of growing up is learning, and some of the things you learn early can be really wrong and harmful and shitty and bad.
Yeah, and it's not your fault for knowing those things, but it is your fault if you don't do anything to correct them.
Yeah, and past a certain age, it becomes less and less... I certainly become more and more shocked as I'm like, really, you've reached this age and this point in history and you think that? Like, that's my response to, you know, older people. I don't mean older people as in old people, I mean, you know. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting sidetracked.
Well, the game is running, like, at different speeds as I move, which is not great for a time-based puzzle game.
Yeah, that doesn't seem amazing.
Like, I don't know if that's a game thing or if it's a processing thing.
But yeah, one of the things I wanted to look up the things that I had heard that Jonathan Blow had said before we streamed the game, but I also wanted to check to see if, you know, had there been any reporting on it, which is to say, had there been any instances of him going, hey, I believed this thing and I was wrong and I'm sorry, and haven't seen any of that. So if it turns out that he has actually, you know, wised up a bit on that front, that would be very cool. If he hasn't, that would be fucking unfortunate. But there you go. And again, it's one of those problems of being in the public sphere. Oh, yeah, that one's the launch one, right? The stepping stone.
I think I need to come from higher. but I think that
you
might
reckon?
undo my work.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Work is very generous.
I reckon you can do it. But you've got to kill him, yeah? So grisly.
Sorry, you were making good points, and I was fucking up jumps.
Oh, that's fine. I think I've made all the good points I need to. I think I've. If you're right about having to come from above, that's. How much will you? Oh, you'll undo so much. We can just walk away. You're not gonna get the height. The disappointment on its face as it kills you. Like, it is scraping you off the bottom of its shoe on a wet Thursday on the way home. Like, really, this today?
There's actually a noise. There's a bass noise. That's like such a low bass noise. Anyway.
Your headphones are
My headphones have
yeah,
great bass, and I hadn't picked it up until literally just then.
Whereas I got my ears pierced at the beginning of July, and they still haven't healed properly. What a cool connective tissue disorder I have. Anywho, this has been Braid. Thank you all for.
It's been a good game.
Did you have any closing thoughts now that you're not trying to conquer a ridiculous?
I was trying to conquer not Goomba, spiky Goomba mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a. I think it's a good game. Like just as a game, playing it as a gamer.
Yep.
It's which we are.
Mm-hmm.
We are one gamer. Between us, we have one gamer.
We are gamer.
We are gamer. We are legion.
Yep.
Yeah. That's probably already a thing. Yeah. I think it's been a good game so far. I think the narrative element is really creative, and like just the idea of putting that story through the game and letting there be these kind of beats that are just text storytelling.
Yeah, for sure.
That are like they're basically short story writing that doesn't need to be there for the game. Like that short story writing doesn't need to be there for the game to work, but it adds something, and it's kind of I guess it's something that is beyond the very functional aspect of the game that really means that you have to view this as art in a certain way and as narrative and as intention in these ways.
Yeah.
Like there are video games that have cutscenes, but a cutscene has could just be trying to sell something as like a film.
Yeah.
If you put text on screen and you write that text in like long chunks that are evocative of certain moods and they're about romance and that sort of stuff. I don't know too many games before 2008 that that really cover that, and maybe that's just my lack of knowledge in that area. But certainly, like I think I can understand there are a lot of reasons why this would have been a breakout indie game in 2008. That said, it's really interesting playing it in 2020 when I've now played, even in the course of this esteemed show, better platformers, just as platformers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
There are just issues I have with the controls. They're just a little bit janky, like rebounding off surfaces and things like that. And obviously it comes in the context of the guy that made it being a bit of a jerk on Twitter, which and then doubling down, which is not great. And so, but that's also created opportunities for us to talk about women in STEM, and maybe I'll do that more next week. I'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not an endless font of information, and if you have other resources or other stuff that you want addressed, I'm happy to do some research during the week. What am I committing myself to?
No, don't do that. It's fine. No, it's absolutely fine. I mean, here's the thing. We're streaming this, but we're streaming this in episodic content. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, then you're already watching the first ep. But what we will say in every subsequent thing is if you want to hear more about, you know, women in STEM, what Justin knows, then, that will have been said in the first episode.
What I will say is if you want to know more about specifically a lot of the stuff that I was talking about, I actually do recommend, I don't normally recommend academic papers or like plans or reports or things for people to read, but if you are interested in this stuff, I actually found that the Women in STEM Decadal Plan is really accessible, released by the Australian Academy of Science. It is a long-ish report, but 50% of it is pictures of women in STEM. So it practices what it preaches in terms of visibility. It's people practicing STEM in their fields, which is very, affirming and cool. And also, if you're interested in further reading, it has 11 pages of appendices that literally just list different barriers to women in STEM. And it has some inclusive, definitions and language, and it's like it's just well put together, and it's good. And you should check it out if you care about this stuff. It's good reading.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us once again. This has been the Sci-Fi AI Guy Plays stream, playing Braid. We'll be back presumably next week playing exactly the same thing, and talking about whatever the fuck we want, basically.
You can find my other stuff at Neptune Today on most platforms, but don't check out the Women in STEM Decadal Plan instead. It's great.
Well, check out that, and then also Terrible Lizards on YouTube, which is if you want to see someone try to make a dinosaur out of jelly.
Not as cool as the Christopher Walken Dracula that we met. I mean, he had what a strange voice.
About on par.
Yeah, okay.
If I had to sort of average it out.
Equally terrible.
Yeah, let's say that.
The voice I did for that is evocative of the YouTube series I created.
Yes. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming.
It's been good fun.
Links are below, as always. Ring that bell, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to catch us live Monday nights, Australian time, if you can stomach that.
More Braid next week.
Catch you then, folks.
Sounds good.
Bye.